What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a Kabuto sweep. This one is for Patreon. If you want your Pokemon sweep done, you can check it out in the description of the video under the Patreon link. Paradox, this one is for you. So they had a toy Kabuto ring which they wore, so in light of that, they wanted me to do a Kabuto sweep. So we got 3,000 likes on yesterday's video. As promised, people, for you showing your support, I'm going to put out another video tonight. Can we get that happening on tonight's one? I'll leave that one up to you if you want to see more of these. I've got so many more to put up. It's just, you know, what ones I got to do and my editing for my theme teams and stuff. I just don't have enough time in the day, you know, to put all the ones out that I want. So it's sort of just a, you know, like a little schedule kind of thing. Anyway, let's get to this one. So we have a Avalugg lead here, and I've got my Steelix. Now, I wanted Kabuto to do all the work itself, which I did, and I had a really decent strategy to come up with it. However, it did have a couple of holes, and I will explain the EVs and, you know, my strategy to go about it after the Pokemon sweep. And I got some funnies at the end, so you got to stick around for this whole video. It's very, very good. So now I'm going to get hit by the Earthquake by the Avalugg. It's about a 3-hit KO on Steelix. I just went for Explosion because I do know Avalugg can carry Sturdy a lot of the time. Even though it's very bulky, it can carry it for, you know, on the special side, it's really quite bad. So going for the Explosion on Avalugg, it does basically nothing. However, my job is done there to burn off the Sturdy, and it's very bulky in defense. All right, enjoy the Kabuto. Alright people, let's get into this explanation of the Pokemon sweep video. So we have the Kabuto sweep. As you've seen, I got very, very lucky. The start of the battle, I got a flinch with Rock Slide. It never would have happened if it wasn't for that. And also that Kangaskhan got played like a fiddle with those predictions. It actually helped that I had Endure too, because I was able to get around its Fake Out and priority move Sucker Punch. So we had the Garchomp here matchup, which is quite good because I was relying on Kabuto to get hit by a super effective move. That's why I gave it Weakness Policy. Now, I also gave it Adamant Nature, Max Attack, Max Speed, EVs. You can put the last one Health, it doesn't really matter too much. And I was relying on a super effective hit to give me my boost in attack, and I was relying on my ability, Weak Armor, to actually give me my speed boost ×2. Now, the thing about Weak Armor is it only activates if you get hit by a physical attack. So if it doesn't activate, you're not going to be able to outspeed anything. So that was one of the weaknesses of this set. Also, the Endure, that was another weakness in itself with Flail. However, you could sometimes get around with that if you're able to KO the next Pokemon, then go Endure again to get yourself down to 1 health to get the maximum power out of Flail. So I had Rock Slide for flinching. I had Waterfall for flinching, and also both of them for stab, and I thought this would work really nicely with Flail. So I didn't really want to put a Focus Sash on there, right, because I had no way to really boost my attack outside of Hone Claws, and it just wasn't really enough attack boost. So in this situation, this is a classic example. We have a Garchomp here, and I already knew they would lead with it, so I went for I went for this as the lead. I went for the Endure and then for the Flail. However, I got the Flail kill, but they had rough skin, so things like that did actually affect Kabuto too. Stuff like priority moves, obviously. Will-O-Wisp, things like that. Thunder Wave, there's a whole bunch of, string of things that could get around it. Anyways, so that was basically this set. You could run it another way, but I'd suggest if you're running weak armor to run Adamant, because you get ×2 in attack, in speed, and that gives you more than enough speed to actually, outspeed everything. Plus, you can actually activate it again. Like, if you see another physical attacker, you can take them out. So just endure again, and you can get, like, some more boost. Anyways, I had a couple of battles here, and I had a good battle at the end and some couple of funny ones too, so definitely keep watching and stick around for this one. So we had a Porygon 2 lead here. Now this was a classic problem too. So I was thinking I couldn't really do too much against this. This thing was like, it was probably going to be a special attacker. So I just want to show you some of the more counters that I come across, rather than like just saying, this one worked on the first time, which it didn't. Like, it took me, a couple of goes. So I went for a duel on my Kabuto, and unfortunately, most of the time, Porygon Z is going to be a special attacker. So I got my weakness policy. However, since it wasn't a physical hit, it didn't actually activate my weak armor. So that's just showing you the differences between them. Plus, I got paralyzed too, which sucks. Not that I wouldn't have actually outsped the Porygon to Z anyway, because it's got higher base speed than me, and I'm really relying on the weak armor ability to actually kick in. So I think I've given a pretty good explanation of this set. It worked rather nicely. Also, if you didn't see my last night's Pokemon Sweep, that was my Turtwig one. Make sure you go check that out and enjoy the bloopers.